my list is that was a good night out. That was money well spent. And that's not to be flippant about it. I want an audience to feel like, life's too short. Time's precious. I don't want to waste an evening watching something that I didn't enjoy. And enjoy is, in inverted commas, because there's lots of ways in which an audience can enjoy a piece. So that will be top of my list is, good night out. Yeah, I don't want my money back. That was, well worth it. I think secondly is I want the audience to feel that they've experienced a quality piece of work, and that matters to me. Thirdly, would be the issues raised in the play. It would be whatever that is that's touched you, whether you've been touched by the issue of the absent father, or the issue of first world versus developing world. Or in this particular play, I think the issue I would hope that the audience would pick up and think about is the whole accident of birth thing, where we are partly who we are is determined by where and when we were born, into what era we were born into, and where in the world we were born. And there's not that much difference between us. There's not a lot of difference between Barack and George, other than the fact that they were born in very different circumstances.
I think we're in a very particular period of history where the world is shifting on its axis in very, very different ways. From the chaos of the sort of financial crisis that we have, right through to the notions of who knows best about how to live, where to live, in what ways to live, how to utilise the resources, how to make the most of what you have. And I think the play touches in the notions of power and identity in lots and lots of levels. So I think it is significant because it speaks to us about the here and now, and about the big questions that we need to address collectively. And within that context, the notion of those who have and those who don't can apply both to the global politics, but also to our domestic politics, to our close friends and neighbours, to the towns and cities we inhabit, and what are the priorities that we want to make, and how do we as a human race really work together and make a better world for everybody. And I guess those are big questions told in a told through a very specific lens and a very particular character in a very particular context. But I think they resonate.